Hi, Geminis. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are always welcome in any of my readings. Today, I'm going to be asking our spirit guides for your fairy tale love. What is going on around you? You can use this reading to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life. I will be using some charms and some initials, so we'll grab those. And we're going to get lots of messages in the channeled message. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here. Let's see what your spirit guides have for you today. I am listening for you now, Spirit. Please share with me any messages of love. What is it that you need my Geminis to know and hear? I am ready to receive your loving messages. A star. Your hope and optimism are a powerful love magnet. I love that. So it came into me even a little bit deeper than that. It was almost like the sparkle in your eye. It was this, not everybody has a sparkle, right? Not everybody has that kind of glimmer that life is good and that you're filled with hope or optimism, or you just can't wait for the next best thing to come into your life. So I'm going to say the twinkle in your eye, the sparkle, that, you know, that is something they are definitely going to pick up on. Beautiful. I have a wish. Someone you wish for is coming into your life. Oh, so your wishes are coming true. You know, dreams come true, wishes come true. I know that sometimes we feel like we're just tired of wishing, but I can honestly say that everything I've ever prayed for has come into my life. It didn't come into me when I was praying for it. It came into me maybe at a different time, but looking back at it, it's like I have everything I've ever prayed for. And so I know it works. I know it works. You might not get it exactly at the timeline that you think you're going to get it, but eventually it does come to you. Spirit, please share with me. I've got this jumper. I need this jumper. Passion. Keep the flame of passion alive. It's the heartbeat of love. So this beautiful passion, this is the passion that you wish for. Sometimes, I mean, you know, what's passion to you? Just a passionate love. They care about you as much as you care about them. I'm not even talking about, you know, being sexual. I'm talking about, you know, when you kiss me, you know, kiss me like you mean it. You know, kiss me like you want to be kissing me, and that you can't imagine me not being in your life. So kiss me like you mean it. Spirit, please share with me. I have an 8 of Wands. I have a 4 of Pentacles. I have a 7 of Pentacles. And I have a Fool. Somebody who has been holding back, this person could be already in your energy, is ready to see where this goes. And I feel like it's a chain of events. It's a 1, 2, 3 times we've seen each other. It's a, we keep bumping into each other. We keep talking. It's not random coincidences anymore. It's kind of like, I think that they're ready to get this going. I really do. I feel that something has shifted in them, that they finally have made up their mind. I'm going to say it that way. And they're ready to invest. Okay. And it is a sense of, I want to put the time and energy into it. But it almost felt like I've met with this person, not necessarily dates, but I've seen them 3 or 4 times. And every time I see this person, it's like there's definitely chemistry. There's definitely flirting. There's attention. What is going on here? And why wouldn't this person just make a move? So you're wondering like they're not ready for a relationship or they're really not into me, but there was definitely something between the two of you. And I feel like give it one more time of almost bumping into them, because it's like that is the, okay, now I'm ready. I finally have decided I want to see where this goes. So they're saying they're into you. I'm going to say there's a feeling of they are into you. Okay. It is they are into you, but they've been holding back. Yeah, 4 wands, 4 cups, 4 pentacles. They've been holding back. They're holding back their effort. They're holding back their emotions. They are trying to figure out what it is that they want. And you don't want to beg somebody to be in a relationship. Like, you know, what are you going to do? Chase this person and convince them that they should be with you? No, you're not going to do that. Not here. Anybody watching me? No way. We don't chase. We don't settle. That we're all high value here at Kathy Mamolen Psychic Medium YouTube channel. I have the world. I have the world. Yeah. I have a Page of Swords. Okay. Did they get the courage? Did they get the? I mean, let's face it. Nobody wants to be rejected. It could have been as simple as that. You know, I just wanted to make sure you were really interested. Well, which part of me smiling at you and telling you that, you know, I really, you know, think you're interesting or we have a lot in common didn't you get? Here we go. Lots of questions. Finally, the ask. I'm definitely curious about you. I'm interested in getting this going. And, you know, this just sounds like reaching out. You know, just they finally reach out. Maybe they asked you for your number a while ago and they just never really called. And it is a feeling of reaching out. It is a feeling of making their move. So if they're thinking of somebody that you want them to reach out to you, this could be the person that's ready to get going. Tell me a little bit more. I have a 5 of Wands. I have a 2 of Pentacles. And I have a 9 of Pentacles. Before we enter into a relationship, I feel like we all go through that phase of, am I ready to be in a relationship? And is this the person I want to be in a relationship? Because there's a lot of people that don't want to start a relationship just for the fun of it. And see where it goes. People don't want to hurt people like that, believe it or not. You know, if they really don't see themselves with that person or really are excited about being with that person, they won't start it. So I feel like this person just wanted to make sure that there really was a connection here. And like I said, I feel like we keep meeting, our paths keep crossing. And we keep saying, like, what is this between us? And why aren't we doing anything about it? So I do, bottom of the deck, I have a 2 of Wands. So this person's ready to take action. There is a sense of, I'm thinking about, you know, reaching out. I'm calling you. I want to see where this goes. And definitely making up their mind, at least to get it started. But, you know, when you have that attraction to somebody and they don't do anything, you're kind of like, oh, it's a bummer because you're not attracted to everybody. All right, let's get some initials. Let's see what the initials are saying. I have first initials, last initials. If you see your person's initials or spell a name, let me know. I have this beautiful big tray of Scrabble letters, and somebody asked me, why do I use the duplicates? Because sometimes somebody's name has duplicate letters. And I was substituting them, and somebody pointed that out to me. And I said, you know what, you're right. I should just use the letters that come up. And, you know, if you need to have 2 M's or you need to have, you know, two T's or something, like their first initial and the last initial or the same letter, and you need 2 of those. So that's why I'm doing that. But just take with you what connects to you. I have the letter P. I have an E. Q, another P, a T, I have an O, H, R, J, another R, JR, Junior, Richard Jr. I have an A. I have a W, an I have an R, an O, X. I have a B, and I have the letter A. Okay, so for some of you that these could definitely be connecting, so take a look at those, and let's see what else Spirit has. Let's see what they want us to know. Okay, Spirit, tell me more. I love the twinkle in your eye. I thought that was sweet. So somebody's looking at you pretty close if they're noticing your twinkle. That's nice. Spirit, please share with me. I have discovery. You find more ways to transform. You're opening up. I like this. They just said it's your time to shine. I mean, it sounds kind of corny, but maybe they have something bigger in mind. That things are going really good for you at work. Things are just falling into place in other areas of your life, and sometimes you do become you come into your element. You're at the right place at the right time, doing a lot of different things. You like your job, you feel healthy, your body feels good, so you could be really shining right now. You could just be, fingers crossed, things are going pretty good. And it is your time to shine. I have a treasure, attracting prosperity in every aspect. I feel like we both have the ability to attract wealth. I don't feel like it's either sided. You both could have successful careers. You both could be, money earners, something like that. So that feels good. I have distill, harness and nurture your potential. It's like, I want a bottle. You must have a lot of energy. Because it felt like people say to you, like, what do you take? Because I want some, so you must have a lot of energy. Either you can run circles around everybody else. Like, what are you eating? Like, where do you get all your energy? So it was almost that feeling. So maybe this person is kind of impressed with, you're a powerhouse, Spirit just said, and that you have this tremendous sense of get up and go and get things done, and optimism, and just some really good positive energy around you. I have hidden, revealing the beauty beneath the surface. Wow. So you are going to be even better than they thought. They are already attracted to you. Wait till they get to know you. Like, they haven't even seen the best of you. So you haven't shared that part of them with them yet, because you've only kind of interacted with them. Maybe it's just been casual conversations, and you haven't even had any kind of intimate conversations. But the best is yet to come. It is more like, wait until this person sees, like, not only are you great on the outside, but you're going to be amazing on the inside. And they haven't even seen that part of you yet. So wait until they see, like, the whole you, then they're really going to be impressed. Okay, that I like. Spirit, tell me more. I have a 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. I have the Sun, and I have a Death card. This person is making up their mind to move forward. Now, something that we weren't considering was they maybe were just making sure they were over someone else, and that they had given themselves enough time. And they're really the only ones that could answer that. they didn't want to jump into something. They wanted to be fair to you. They don't want a reband situation. But I do feel like whatever that ending is, that they have said goodbye to that. It's over and done with. So I don't feel like that is coming back. But the Eight of Wands and the Sun was, once they make up their mind, it's really a feeling of full steam ahead. It's could go from I'm waiting and waiting and waiting for this person to get things started. And then all of a sudden, they're like totally into this relationship. They want to see you. They want to spend time with you. They are enjoying the time with you. It's more fun than I even thought it was going to be. I'm glad that they took the leap of faith, even for themselves. So I feel like it is a sense of turning on a dime. It is a sense of their energy, I guess, just going from, I'm hoping that I'm over. I'm hoping I'm just at a good place. That's probably what's going on. They just want to be emotionally available. And you know what? Kudos to them if they're smart enough to know that about themselves. I just want to know that I'm emotionally available and I'm fair to somebody who I start a relationship with. I have a Four of Pentacles. So I'm going to say that's probably why they've been holding back. That they just wanted to see you again, Spirit said. Every time they see you, it was like a confirmation of you're the one. And so it was just like, I can't keep doing this, because you were going to lose interest, or you were going to be like, you're wasting my time. You're just teasing me. You're leading me on, lots of breadcrumbing energy. So they knew that it was either, start to show up or you were going to move on. Meeting through a friend. I do feel that way. I feel like I don't know if necessarily if it's a coincidence you keep bumping into each other. It could be a place that everybody goes, that like a hangout. We all go to the bar on Saturday night. It's a group of friends. We all end up having to meet there. And I feel like I kind of know that you might be there. And if you're there, great, I'll talk to you again. And if not, that's okay too. But it's an anticipation of seeing you. So there's something about almost seeking you out. And this feeling of I'm hoping you'll be there. I hope I see you again. I hope I bump into you, but is it really bumping into you? I don't think so. I feel like it's strategic planning, like I'm really hoping you're going to be there. And then I want to see what my reaction is again and again and again. And if every time I see you, it's the same kind of reaction, then I knew it wasn't just like that one time that was a fluke, that I was just attracted to you because I had a couple drinks in me and it was just kind of a, one-off thing. But I feel like they're seeking you out. I like that. I feel like they're kind of waiting for that door to open and they're looking for you. I have priorities, focusing on their bills, focusing on their career right now. Maybe they made some changes in their life with that last ending. I have children. I'm focusing on my children. It's okay. I have college education. Maybe the kids are going to college. Maybe I'm trying to pay for my priorities. It's getting my kids through college. That would make sense for somebody. I have grabbing a cup of coffee. I have military, service, uniforms. I have exotic island. I need a vacation is how it came into me. I really need a vacation. I haven't had a vacation. I have a storm. I just went through a storm. That would make sense to me. I'm coming out of a storm. I'm artistic. One of you could be very artistic. I like that. And online dating, possibly. We could be online dating in addition to meeting up with friends and going out. I could be in agreement with that. They could be talking to just people casually online. Maybe you're the first person that they've met in person that they're actually interested in. I have music, so artists, music, some talent here. Okay. They're saying an old soul. Okay, so this person's got a tendency to lean towards nostalgia. I guess I want to say it that way. Maybe they like a certain genre of music or period music that they enjoy. Okay, so, but it feels more nostalgic energy. They could be just, I don't know. Feels like somebody who knows something about music. Okay, let's see what else they have for you. Tell me more about the personality. I have mesmerized by you. I can't stop smiling. I like the twinkle in your eye. I'm looking at you so close that I can see you. I can see your eyes sparkling. So I'm definitely starting to realize that this is some kind of chemistry for sure. A single father. My kids are my priority. I have a couple of kids. Do you have any kids? Acting like a grown-up, trying to do the right thing. And I do feel that. I feel like this person is being good to you and being good to themselves. Because if they are smart enough to take the time to not jump into a relationship until they have answered the question for themselves, that they are ready emotionally for a relationship, then that's good. Because otherwise they're jumping in and then they're pulling back and they're saying, oh, I thought I was ready, but I really wasn't. And, you know, who needs that? That's just wasting everybody's time. So I'm just going to say a delay, a delay in the start. Okay, but we're both, I'm going to say a double crush. Is there such a thing as a double crush? You know, that I have a crush on you and you have a crush on me, and it's kind of obvious and we haven't done anything about it. I'm going to say it's a double crush. I don't know if that's a real thing or not, but I'm going to say it is. And because it feels like I get excited when I see this person. I look forward to it. I smile. They make me laugh. I'm definitely flirting with them. You can tell there's an attraction between us. It's just like, are they going to make a move? Let's see what sign they may be. I have a Capricorn, ambition. I have a Cancer, lots of comfort there. I have a Gemini also. Okay, so that's coming into me. Could be a Gemini. I have a Libra. Could be coming out of something in the legal system, like I said, and an ending. I have Aries. A little bit of destiny. A little bit of a feeling of destiny. That felt nice. Let's get some charms. Okay, so I'm going to read these intuitively. I have a big, beautiful bowl of charms today, if you've never watched me. And we're just going to see what pops into my little brain, okay? And see what messages Spirit has. All right, so this big, beautiful bunny bowl, okay? Can't beat that. And I've got this big, my Magick scoop. And we're going to get lots of charms. Okay, so let's do the letters first. I want to do that. So I have the letter H. This is the hardest part, is the little charms in my nails. Okay. And I'm just going to turn some of these over. All right, what is this? I have a Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I have the number 14. The number 14. So 14th of the month, 14 days. That could be going on. I have a reindeer. This reindeer says something though, I think. Let's see. What does that say? This time, what does this say? I don't know what that says. It's a reindeer, like Santa's sled reindeer, something about this time, it's saying. This time. This time? This is the one? Okay, maybe this is the one. I have a candy cane, so I am going to say sweet tooth, that this is the person who, if we go somewhere and they have free mini candy canes, like on the bank teller line, they are definitely grabbing a free lollipop for the kids. They are definitely grabbing a free candy cane. Like, you know what? That's why they're there. That's why they're there. You know, they wouldn't be there if they didn't want me to take them, you know. So this person definitely has a sweet tooth. I mean, if it's there, they're grabbing it. That's cute. All right. I have this big, beautiful flower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 petals. I'm just going to say May. I feel like May flowers, April showers brings May flowers. This person may keep you waiting. You could be like meeting with them or seeing them over March and April, and they don't pull the trigger until maybe May, but it's not that far away, Spirit's saying. So, and I know that you want them to chase you, and I know you want them to chase you right away. But again, if they have to say to themselves that I really want to be in a relationship again, because they're wasting your time if they don't, you know. Otherwise they're just looking to fill the void, or they just want one thing, and you don't want that. I do have a broom, so I'm going to say maybe they're just cleaning up some old stuff, you know, getting the cobwebs out of their head. Or sometimes you just need that time and space to kind of regroup. I'm going to say it that way, you know, just rejuvenate, heal, or even physically clean out something. You know, if they had somebody living with them and they wanted to change their home so that person, it doesn't look like that person anymore, or, you know, sometimes you just want to like redo stuff, you know, to start over again, a clean slate. So it could be they may be moved and they're physically like trying to get their house together. So in between working and the kids and everything else. So that could be going on as well. All right, this is coming into me as a cameo. And a cameo is like a profile. Again, this feeling of nostalgia. I don't know what the cameo is. They could have some old photos, like antique photos of their family that are kind of interesting, that they have saved or they framed. And you look at them, you're like, you know, when are these photos from? And you're like, oh, that's like my great grandfather. And you're like, where did that come from? So there's a sense of nostalgia to this person. There's a sense of history. There's a sense of either keeping things or it's important to them. Maybe they were passed down, like these were in my mother's house and now they're in my house. And I guess that's my mother's father and mother, and that's my father's mother and mother, you know, father and mother. So it feels like that. It feels like old portraits. That's how it's coming into me. I have a beautiful angel. All right. I have a beautiful angel. They're using the word sweet with me. So this person could see you as you have a very sweet presence. You have a very kind heart. They could be saying to other people, like, what do you like about this person? And they're like, oh, just really sweet, just really kind. I just really enjoy the conversations I've had with them so far. So they could be picking up on that quality in you, that kind of the kindness, I guess. So that's good. I have Cinderella. Okay. And I have it's not quite the glass slipper, but I'm going to put them together. I have the, this high heel. So I'm going to say the whole dream, the whole shebang, right? Cinderella's dream. This is what I've always wished for. So they're saying to me that you feel like this person is perfect for you. Like you already think that this is the person I want to be with. And it just hasn't started yet. So it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It just hasn't started yet. But you could be right. You could be right. Your intuition could be right. You could be almost predicting your future. You could like forecasting your own future or your inner knowing. And before we come here to Earth, we have this kind of predestined plan. And you could be just tapping into that and saying, I know this is my soulmate. I know this is the person I'm going to be with. They're just taking their time. That's okay. I have a cheerleader. I'm going to put that as a teenager. I'm going to put that as not whether they're a cheerleader or not. I could have kids that are like in high school, ready to go to college, or they were active in high school with sports and maybe cheerleading competitions and those types of things. But gymnastics, cheerleading, dance, maybe they had a daughter that, just was really active in those types of sports. So maybe that's something you talk about. Maybe that's something that's is happening in both of your lives. So that is how the cheerleader came in. I have a sewing machine. And I have it looks like an egg beater, like an old-fashioned egg beater that used to have the handle on it, or a whisk. But how it's coming into me as a combination, both of those things tie things together. The sewing machine is going to tie two pieces of fabric together with some thread, and the whisk is going to tie and beat together ingredients. So there's a feeling of starting to come together, but we need that tool. We need something to make it happen. So what makes it happen is that leap of faith, or the guts to pick up the phone, the initiative to make that call and make that first date. So, but I do like this kind of energy of tying the two of you together that way. And then last but not least, I have this gorgeous, beautiful set of lips. And, very much so the same way that they notice the twinkle in your eye, they could be staring at your smile. I love your smile. I love your mouth. I love your lips. I love just watching you talk. So they could just be really attracted to you. And sometimes you kind of catch somebody staring at your lips and you're like, are you staring at my lips? And they're like, yep, I'm definitely staring at your lips. So it feels like that. So there's a beautiful attraction. So we are going to put these out into the universe. I loved your charms. Let me know if you liked your charms or if any of those connected to you. I love to read those intuitively and just see what Spirit shares with me. Spirit, tell me what else you want me to know about this connection. What is it that you need me to know? Beautiful. I have love. It says matching outfits. I mean, please tell me you're not going to do that. But how about we just make a great match? We look good together. Like some people look like a great couple, and other people you say, I would never put those two together, but maybe we just look really good together. We make a great couple. Spirit, please share with me. Hopefully you don't have matching like Christmas sweaters, like some goofy. They're saying, okay, you do have fun with it. Like around the Super Bowl, you have maybe Super Bowl shirts or sports team shirts. So you do have a little bit of fun with that. So I'm going to let that one slide. So it's probably just for something very specific. I have baby names. For some of you, this could be the person that we actually have a family with. For those of you that would like to have a family, we could be thinking about baby names, or what would you name your children if you had a baby? I love that game. Coffee dates. Let's go out. Let's meet for coffee. Let's meet for lunch. I like it doesn't have to be formal. I don't feel like this is a very formal relationship. It's almost like we could go out for brunch. We can go out for lunch. We can grab a cup of coffee. We can grab a quick drink after work. So we can go for a walk. Spirit just like, let's meet at the park and just go for a walk. Maybe one of us has a dog. Things that are just like every day. And it's not to say that this isn't, at some point you're going to be wined and dined. It's just that I feel like it just works for us, that let's keep it simple would be the better way for me to say it. Spirit, please share with me. I have smelling good. This person could smell good. That's nice. I think that's important. Maybe that's something you notice about them. Maybe when you had these interactions with them, you actually said, like, what do you wear? Because you do smell good. And they took notice that you noticed. So maybe it's something like that. I have courting. Bringing you flowers. Let's go on an official date. Let's make this real. Again, I feel like there has been interaction, but it hasn't been an official date. So we're easing our way into a relationship. I have unplug. Yeah, there's a sense of casualness to this. Do you want to go camping? Do you want to hang out? Do you want to come over? Do you want to hang out on the back deck, on the patio? In the summertime, if they had a pool, I'm hanging out at the pool all day. Come on over. Yeah, bring your kids. Let them swim. So there's a sense of casual energy that I just live my life. And this is what I do. And let's have some fun doing it together. Competition. Okay, they have a competitive edge. Maybe sometimes that's a problem, that everything becomes a competition. Everything becomes they have to win. And road trips, I like that. Yeah, there's an incredible sense of go with the flow, and let's see where this takes us. So not to say they wouldn't be serious about it, but I like this feeling of like let's just take a ride. And what direction do you want to go? Do you want to go north, south, east, west? Like you decide. It's like some random road trip. There's no destination. We'll know it when we see it. Stop along the way because we passed something that looked pretty cool, and let's go walk in there and walk around. Look at that little diner. Let's stop there and have some lunch. So just kind of a casual energy, which I think is how people live, which is fine. Spirit, please share with me when. I have December, could be a birthday month. I have February. They said out of the cold, out of the cold. We could live somewhere where, there's January and February, but or December, but it's not cold there. Like I live in Florida and it's not necessarily cold. They said out of the cold. So bringing me out of the cold. I have autumn. I have up in the air. Yeah, we do feel like it's up in the air. We have felt like it's up in the air. They said there's something about you. They keep coming back to it. It's good. I have April. Okay, I'll take April. Nice. Look at the sun shining. The sun will come out. The sun rises. I think it's going to be a great connection. I feel that it just is a slow start. slow start, slow burn, something like that. Let's see what the loving messages are. Let's see what they want to say. But if you feel in your heart that this is going to turn into more, you know, don't give up on it, because this person's just trying to get to a place where if they enter into a relationship, they know that they're ready for it. And I think that's smart. I'm healing to be a better person for both of us. And that could be what they share with you. You know, like, I just needed a little more time to be sure. My most precious treasure is you. Is there going to be a day that they treasure you? Absolutely. It's uncanny what we have in common. Beautiful. That always bonds us, you know, whether it's our kids are about the same age, or where we went to school, or our careers, things we like to eat, music. Sometimes we drive the same cars, you know. Sometimes we, you know, like the same stores. I mean, whatever it is. But as long as we have a lot of things in common, that's important. With you, I want to experience the good, the bad, and the unpredictable. So this feels like somebody who's very realistic, doesn't it? I mean, this person realizes that it's not always going to be perfect, but they're saying it can be perfect for you, with you. So I have to tell you, I'm going to go back to the double crush. I think that there's such a thing as a double crush. I'm gonna claim it. If you want to claim the double crush with me, claim it below. I want to claim the double crush today, and I think that's what's going on. I have a crush on you, and they have a crush. You know, we have a crush on each other. And it's exciting, and we want to see if this turns into something more. So I feel like it's going to move forward. Fingers crossed it moves forward. But we'll ask Spirit to give it a nudge. How's that? We'll ask Spirit to, you know, help this thing along a little bit. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you are new to my channel, I'm so grateful. Thank you. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for your comments. I appreciate them all. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please head over to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. And if you haven't had a chance to check out my second YouTube channel, which is a pick a card channel, I'll put the link in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and fingers crossed, and we'll see you again real soon.